Hey there, everybody. Welcome to... No, I'm just kidding. I'm not doing that all night. Welcome to Fresh Out the Box. Play City of Mist from Son of Oak Games. I am the MC, Johananon.
It's me, Casualty CDG. I am going to do it all night.
Oh, no.
And I'm back to play City of Mist with my friends. You can find me at Casualty CDG. I'm the co-host of Fresh Out the Box and Fresh Out the Podcast. That's a podcast where we talk about stuff. If you like stuff, you should check that out.
You sound You sound like Muscle Man and Cartman mixed together.
What a combo.
I'm gonna take off my shirt, swing it around my head.
Woo! Yeah. Starla! Alright.
Okay, that's it. I'm good on my intro. Take it away.
What's up, Corey?
I will. It's me. I'm here for real this time. Aaron Baumier, also known out there in the world as Aaron Dippity-Doo, game designer with Adventure Slaying Productions, co-host of the Adventure Slaying podcast, back tonight to play Ellen Ketch, who is disappeared into somewhere else. That's all I'm going to say.
And I am Michael Powell, aka Mr. Kapow, and you can find me all over the internet on my social medias, which is usually at Mr. Kapow. That's MRKAPAO! And I play Maxine, aka Max, who is finding that back with her friends, she might not know who to exactly trust now.
Excellent. So, where we last left off, Gary, Mr. Kapow, Tim and Maxine, along with Bernie, have infiltrated the card-carrying criminals organization, found that they are smuggling artifacts into the country through their tea shipping business, and they are sending at least some of these artifacts to the Museum of Natural History here in town. You have also infiltrated the museum. Tim, you are accompanying Dr.Stone to go check on a belligerent person who is yelling at security towards the back door. Meanwhile, Maxine, you have been rooting through Dr. Stone's office. Naughty. But yeah, you managed to do an investigation and find out some stuff. You found files, strangely enough, from various schools around the city, including the junior high that all of you went to. You're even able to find some files on you guys as individuals. Not complete records or anything, but some of you are in there. Not sure why. But before we get back to that action, Aaron, Ellen, man, y'all's names are too similar. Your character and you.
Didn't
Aaron,
think that
Ellen,
through all the way.
Ellen, Aaron, it's fine. Ellen,
Hello.
we're back on the roof. We're gonna do a little rewind.
Rooftop, click, click, click. Down through the chimney, it's old Saint Nick. That's where you went. You jumped on the sleigh
That's
and took
where I
off,
went.
didn't you?
Mm-hmm.
You know, in this game, entirely possible.
I really thought about playing the Mythos of Santa Claus, but I just watched Violent Night and I didn't want to have recency bias. So maybe next year.
That would have been fire.
That's fair.
I would have been fine. Maybe we should do a holiday episode of City of Mist.
It lends well for holidays.
It does.
It does.
It lends well for all the holidays.
We're gonna do that. I want to be the little drummer boy.
Hell yeah.
Nice.
Run tum tum tum. Boy, I don't know if I can. I don't know if I'm mature enough for that game. I really don't. But anyways, we go back to the roof where everybody was infiltrating the card carrying criminals organization. Max and Bernie sort of leave you to your own devices on the roof. You seem distracted, and they have to go ransack Mrs. White's office. As they do so, this is the first time since you found the ring in the ocean that you have looked at the ocean. As you stare, the distance between you disappears, and you are underwater. Eventually you'll open your eyes, and you will stand in a long forgotten city deep beneath the ocean. But very soon after that, it will no longer be submerged. It'll be out in the open air. It'll rise. And as it does so, you'll look around. It's huge. It's vast. It is ancient. The architecture is strange and curved and alien looking. But the longer you're here, the less old everything starts to look. It starts to look newer and newer. But while you stand here, you look down, you're standing on steps, you look back, there's a gargantuan building. Huge pillars, each one the size of a skyscraper, each pillar. Just a truly hard to grasp size of a building. The scale of it is in itself maddening, but as you look, you'll see from deep within this building the red eyes wreathed in shadow, hiding behind what appears to be a gate.
As I'm, having this experience, my mind is like reeling. Especially after a lifetime in the academics, this whole thing is something else. I'm looking. Is it like dark? Are the eyes coming out through like a darkness, through like a mist, or like? So,
the whole city brightly illuminated by, as you look up, a eclipsed sun. So there's a black sun sitting up there with light shining around its rim, illuminating the entire city, casting this just kind of strange light. And then inside the building is complete darkness. The only light you can see enter or escape from there is the glow of the red eyes. But they will get closer.
I'm actually gonna, like, I'm gonna like look to the ring and sort of outstretch my hand and take a step forward. And like outstretch the ringed hand.
Oh, what's your intention?
I want to see if there's a reaction, between the ring and this thing. I imagine though that should nothing obvious happen, at some point the fear will overtake, or the sort of maddening confusion that Ellen's trying to process right now.
Nothing immediate does happen. And as the eyes get closer, you can feel the ground shake. It takes you a little while to realize the timing. You think whatever it is that you're looking at is stepping closer. But it is truly massive.
And that's when I start to take steps back.
As you take steps back, as you tumble away, you can hear it in your mind calling to you. Great promises. That sort of thing. It reaches into you. It sees what you want. But then it begins to twist your desires into things that you wouldn't want. But then it tries to convince you that you do want them. So it's, I don't know, that's a hard thing to describe, but...
Yeah, I get it.
Yeah.
But, yeah.
It does start to mess with your head, actively. And as you step back, you fall down the stairs. And when you land, you are on the beach. It is nighttime.
Yeah, I'm gonna slowly, pull myself up and try to get a bearing at where I am.
You're somewhere on the waterfront, seemingly not too far away from where you were. And if you check your phone, you do have in a group chat a pinned location tracker that one of them had set last game.
Okay. And I just kind of I check my phone and I see that and I just kind of lower it back down, looking out and lift my gaze out to the ocean and just look out to it. And Ellen's having this moment where it's hard for me to describe it as well, which makes sense, but the thoughts that she's having are jumbled. The words don't make sense. That she can't put the images together like normal, and she's been doing this for years, logically putting things together, breaking things down, everything makes sense all the time. This does not, and it's not going to. But as she's trying to pull herself together, she sets her direction for the pin in her phone.
So as you do so, as you turn your back from the ocean, you're suddenly cast in shadow. As a huge shadow falls over you from behind you.
I'm going to turn and face the shadow.
As you look back, you can see a gargantuan form silhouetted in the ocean, rising up to take up the whole sky. Just huge. And as you see that, you kind of shake your head and it's gone. But you saw it with your eyes. Yeah. You're sure of it. But that's where we're going to leave you. Heading towards your beacon. Back to the museum. Tim.
What's up, family?
So you are being escorted by Dr.Stone. She is a youngish woman, about 34. She's pretty, has her hair in a up ponytail, and her hair is in dreadlocks, and they're all green. Her hair is bright green. She's wearing those half rim, sexy librarian glasses. You know what I mean? This isn't a fetish thing. It's just what she's wearing. All right, leave me alone. but that's what she looks like. She's wearing a full lab coat, sensible shoes. So, but she's escorting you to the back door. She was going to take you to the loading docks to figure out what... I feel like you gave her a BS reason, right? Like, you needed her help with something to unload.
Yeah, we wanted to make sure we were bringing the right packages up.
During
Just
that...
needed her to sign off on everything.
During that, Bernie had raised a ruckus at the back door and caused her to have to be detoured to the back door. You will arrive. You're gonna go down the stairs. You're gonna walk under the giant whale that hangs from the ceiling in the atrium. You're gonna walk past the custodian that had shown Maxine the bathroom earlier, and you are going to arrive at the back door where you'll see a guard, a younger guy, clean cut, wearing his uniform. Nothing too special going on there. Just a normal ass guy. Dr. Stone. Glad you're here. Yes. What's going on? Like, seriously, you couldn't just tell her? She wouldn't leave, ma'am. I tried and I tried. I didn't know what else to do without calling the police. But I know we're not supposed to do that. So, I will... So, I called you. She shakes her head, obviously frustrated. She shoots him a glance, and he just freezes in place, just like terrified. Just for a second, if looks could kill, but he'll open the back door once she gestures for him to do so. Bernie will no longer be there. What? And he's gonna go out into the alleyway, look around. She was just here. I don't know.
What's your idea of a joke?
No joke. I would never. He gets like really serious when he says I would never joke with Dr. Stone. And he looks at her like he's afraid after he says that. I would never. I'm sorry, ma'am. Forget I said anything. And she's just gonna kind of stare at him for a second. And he just stands there, immobile, just waiting for her to free him from her gaze.
He's so funny. We should call him Jester. That's what I say to Dr. Stone before, like, looking at her like. It's like a stern look, like this guy wasted our time. Let's get out of here.
She's gonna look at you and kind of give you the dismissive, like, whatever. She's gonna, as you were, and she's going to follow you back to. But that's all a joke, right? That's all a ruse.
Yeah.
Are you planning on doing anything?
No, the whole thing I was doing was leading her out of her office so that Maxine could get what she needed to get.
I was just seeing if I needed to continue to focus on you. We will switch back to Maxine. Maxine, you're in this office. You have these files. What are you doing?
Well, Maxine's going to get the files of her and her friends. Also, randomly take some other files as well. Oh, in case anybody is like wondering, why are some files missing? It'll be hard to pin down,
which ones
took them.
Yeah.
Just gonna kind of look back and forth. She's gonna go around and see if there's anything else that looks relevant to what's going on right now, and if there isn't anything else, she's gonna GTFO.
Narrow your search.
All right. Okay.
Like, what's the focus of your? Are you trying to find out more about? You're trying to find out more about what?
More about forgot. Gary, did Tim already let the group know about the dangerous items that being smuggled in? I forgot from last game whether or not he told.
Yes, I think you guys know that there's potentially magic items that could be being sold around to the schools and museums and stuff. And we know that this could be one of those drops.
Okay. Let's see here. What? I actually do have a power tag here. I was wondering if I use for investigation. Identify the cause.
Okay. Go ahead and make an investigation check using that tag.
Investigation. You know. Hey!
Okay, cool. For some reason, I had a pop-up like in the way. I was like, what happened? Alright. So, here, I'll show the folks at home. You got a 12. That's not bad. So, you have 12. You have one with one power. You may ask me one question pertaining to your investigation.
Alright. Is there an item that, while you are in a archaeologist's office, would look particularly new-ish? And when I say newish, I mean just got delivered. Maybe it's still in, like, partially unwrapped in the shipping, or just
there's
the shipping container?
several things that are that seem like maybe new acquisitions. You wanna go look at them?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Yeah, in the corner you see there's like an ancient teapot. Probably it looks like it's from ancient China. It has it's broken, but it was repaired with gold in the traditional way.
That's actually Japanese.
Is that Japanese?
That's Japanese, just to let you know, FYI.
Oh man, my bad. Well then it is a Japanese teapot.
Alright.
In which case, yeah. I thought that was a Chinese thing. Okay.
That's a Japanese thing.
Gotcha. Well, then it's a Japanese teapot. Repaired in the traditional way with gold. And then there is a stone knife. Hard for you to discern its origin. And then there is a broken sword.
Alright. What, is there like a backpack or a bag or something?
You're just gonna steal shit? Yeah, there's bags.
Yeah. You know what, is there, can I say that there's like a bag from the museum's gift shop that's just like empty somewhere in the office?
Yeah. I actually was kind of seeing the same thing as you were saying it. Like,
alright. Maxine's gonna run over the bag about anything that's in it, unless it's actually important looking, and then just like kind of stuff the, you call it, teapot, the stone knife, and the piece of the broken sword, and then throw a bunch of, like, you know, random trash stuff, you know, on top of it.
But you guys got a boon, and in this game that means you guys get juice. Oh no, I was going to change that.
I hope it's the purple stuff.
You actually, Kapow, you're actually going to get a help or hurt point. And you can put it next to whoever's name you want. That's what I'm doing now, because I like that better. I forgot about that.
Okie dokie. I did say.
Although everyone in the chat just yelled juice, so that's pretty fun. But yeah.
Do I have to say who I put the help or hurt point to, or can I keep it a secret?
You know what? You can keep it secret. That's fine.
All right.
Ooh, you guys. So now the chat can like be involved in infighting even more. As you are filling your bag, you do hear the door to the office open and close.
Max is gonna quickly dive behind or under something. Then.
There. You hide behind. Yeah, you hide. You're very small. You hide behind a cabinet that was slightly askew to begin with because this office isn't the most organized. And you're gonna peek around the corner, where you will see a young woman wearing sort of a blue one-piece dress. I forget what they're called, like a slip dress. I don't know, but not for nighttime. The a blue dress, whatever. And then she's underneath the dress is she's wearing a long sleeve shirt that is white, and then she's wearing leggings as well. You can see her shoes. They have little bows on them, but they are also a blue suede looking material. And she has her hair. Man, I'm not good at the terms, but where they wrap the ribbon around the back and there's the bow on top.
Yeah.
So that's how her hair is. And she's
okay, really quickly, does she look like the woman who Max is assuming Dr. Stone that just left her office with Tim?
No, she doesn't. She looks nothing like Dr. Stone.
Okay, is she wearing the jumpsuit suit thing? Is it the same kind of jumpsuit custodian uniform as a
so it's not a jumpsuit. It's a spaghetti strap dress.
Oh, okay.
And then she's just wearing clothes underneath it.
Does she have one of those museum, ID?
She does not have anything that indicates that she works here.
Okay. Well, Max is just gonna kind of peek every so often just to see what's going on. Just kind of waiting her out for her to leave. In her head is go away.
She seems like she is searching for something. She starts to look underneath papers on the desk. She starts to access the computer. She then opens the filing cabinet and starts perusing that as well. And then we're going to switch on over back to Tim. You entered the loading dock with the two guys that are recovering from the vomit festival.
Just puke all over the place. Some dried, some wet.
She can smell it. She's like, "What is that?"
I'm telling you, when we were driving here, and I point to my buddy, when we were driving here, we smelled that same thing. We've been smelling it this whole time. Ask him. I think we must have run something over.
She's going to sniff around, and then she's going to sniff you a little bit and be like, it's everywhere. She doesn't quite put together that it's you, but yeah. The Vomit Festival, is this Morkborg, right? Casualty, be dope. Alright, Gary, you get a help hurt point as well. Put it next to whoever you choose.
Hell yeah.
I actually do really like that for the bows. Okay, so why did you bring me here? What is it that you need my help unloading?
Well, you see, these guys were throwing up all over the place.
I see that.
So, now that we're not throwing up all over the place, we might not really need your help anymore. But is this the right stuff? We'll move it up to your office right now. Now that you're already down here, is this the right stuff?
She'll take a look. So, go ahead and give me a convince. To make sure that the ruse actually works all the way.
Now that I am covered in vomit, I'm going to turn on my weakness tag, which is easy to smell even while hiding. I just reek. And I would also like to use my overwhelming stench tag during this convince.
To just get her out of there?
Yeah, it's the same way I usually use it, which is I just don't want to talk to this
guy. To make people think you stink too bad to be suspicious?
Yeah, he smells like puke. Just go away. Just do whatever and go away.
He's already smelly. He can't be more than just one thing. Yeah, all right.
He can't be more than just disgusting.
So that gives you
an 8 altogether.
An 8 altogether on a convince.
You can either choose to take a status or give in a little but protect your own agenda.
So you get to offer me a status.
I would make that status hurried.
Hurried 1. I'll take it.
feel like she's had enough of the distraction at the door, the distraction in the loading dock, and she's ready to be done.
That's a
with
good
this.
one because it also is a detriment to your teammate. So it's a good one. I like it. She'll look. Yes, it looks good. Get it up to my office, please. And then she'll look in disgust at the three of you and clean up this mess. And she'll hurry back along up the stairs. Aaron, I hope you can avoid the vomit fest, but that's up to you. Aaron, you have been booned. Go ahead and add it to your hurt help points under whoever's name you choose.
Okay, cool. It's been done.
Yeah, the same way that I just put that status hurried on that character, that was a status 1 hurried. Last session I put status 4 vomit on both of these guys, and then ran out of here. I also threw up, though, just for cinematic cherry on top.
For sake of ease, Aaron, I'm going to give you a little ability here for this part of the game. Just this part, you can choose to be in the scene whenever you choose. Just make it make sense somehow,
Okay.
like you snuck in, whatever. Because I don't want to play. We all have to get in the same building all at once, you know.
Yeah, totally. Okay.
So just like,
That
yeah, you
sounds
could
good.
probably. But so essentially, you're outside the museum. You realize that the tag is inside the museum, and you see that the museum is closed.
Okay. So then I poke around for that entrance point.
There you go. You start looking around.
hmm
Maxine.
I trust my old friends.
Excellent. Maxine, you're still in this room. This person is still going through the drawers.
Okay.
Are you just going to hide until she goes away? That's your plan?
Pretty much.
Give me a sneak around check.
Alright.
Because she is searching the room that you're hiding in, so...
Actually, you know what? I'm not actually going to use an ability right now. I want her to leave, like, I want to make her paranoid enough for her to leave, actually.
So you want to try to... So you're going to change the
She's
game.
Well, I'm assuming she's sneaking around from her actions, so she's going to be kind of anxious and kind of be on alert. I want to heighten that feeling to make her go, oh shit, I think I'm going to get caught soon. I need to go, I need to leave.
So you're trying to put the paranoid status on her. That is change the game. Go ahead and make a change the game roll with the appropriate... You at least have one power tag there.
I want to use presence.
That's a good one. 2.
Feeds off anxiety.
That's a good one. 3.
Pretty sure she's anxious. Fear.
It's a good one. 4. I'm going to hit you with a weakness tag because 4 is a lot and it helps you anyways. So, you know, just trying to be...
What was 4? I got because I know I got fear.
You have fear,
and
presence, feeds off anxiety, and one more.
oh,
Maybe that was it.
yeah. I mean, I could put down. You know what? Could I pick a? This.
Yeah,
I'm gonna pick nightmares.
that's a good one. I was thinking about picking Nightmares as well. So yeah, you can mark an attention on the Lost Girl. You essentially what this is going to mean is while you're giving them paranoia and fear, it triggers your own fear of your nightmares and the things you've seen, and it kind of triggers a bit of your past. So go ahead, tally those up.
We'll change the game, right?
Yeah, change the game.
Changing the game.
All right, so
Not
you
bad, not
have a
bad.
9. That means you... All right, so you're just going to get 2. Not a problem. So 2 paranoia, you're stacking on her. You can also use juice from the juice pool, which we have 6.
All right then.
Ooh, I've been powered up yet again. That's 2 power-ups for me. I am keeping track. And it's probably going to come up really soon.
Well, I'm going to create a story tag. Well, does it have to be relating to what's going on now, or could it be a callback to something else?
It depends, but it should be relevant to now. But if it is relevant to the overall story, that's fine.
I want to create the story tag distressful.
You want to create the story tag distressful.
No, distrustful.
Distrustful for her? You're going to make her distrusting or distrustful?
Oh, okay. It has to be according to her.
It doesn't have to be according to her. Are you just making everyone in the area distrustful of everything? Because that can work given what you're doing.
What? Yeah.
I like that a lot. That's really good. All right.
Yeah.
So
because I want to play off of our last game, as Mac's already distrustful of Bernie, and I'm going to play it up from that experience.
Excellent. So it's going to seep in a little bit here. Let me go ahead and remove some juice from this juice bowl.
For story tag, do I put it down in the power tag on the crew theme, or no?
No. So this is a temporary tag for right now. You can put it. You can go down on the bottom where those little tags are if you want to make a note. But I also have a note. So, FYI, anyone who enters the scene, the story tag distrustful is in play, and anyone can use it to do anything. She starts rubbing the back of her neck. She starts getting anxious. She keeps looking at the door. She eventually grabs a couple files out of the cabinet and just starts leaving. I'm going to burn one of my Game Master power-ups to hasten the enemy here. Dr.Stone is not dissuaded, stuck, or slowed down in any way on her way back to the office as this girl leaves, or goes to leave. The door opens. Dr. Stone steps in. What are you doing in here? I got lost. I was just trying to, don't lie to me. She'll start walking in, and like as she walks, she kind of sways her shoulders back and forth as she moves in on this girl very aggressively. It's shockingly aggressive. Like this is not a human interaction. This is like immediate rage. And the young girl starts to back up on the table. Like I'm sorry, I didn't know I couldn't be in here. I was just I got lost.
Pause real quick.
Yeah.
Quick.
Pause.
Is this where it seems like it's escalating, getting to the peak, right? This is where it feels like this is getting to the peak, because if it is, I want to do something with the power.
You can do something, yeah.
All right. As Dr. Stone is confronting this woman, I want to use my ability. The stuff that I stole, was it on a shelf or was it on like a table?
The items?
Yeah. Or will you let me decide whether it's on a bookshelf or a table?
It was just sitting out in the open on a table, like kind of in the corner. It seems like there was a lot of stuff that she had received that hadn't had a chance to look at yet.
Okay. Max is going to quickly look over that table, look over at the table legs. I'm going to use my destruction ability to unmake table legs and make it come crashing down.
You can do that.
And I'm going to use that as when their attention's all on that, sneak out behind them. So, create distraction and GTFO, essentially.
Gotcha. So as far as moves go, that's going to be... I mean, that's kind of just... it is an outright. It's essentially an offensive move that you're doing. I'll just make you go toe to toe or leg to leg in this case. When in doubt, go toe to toe.
All right. Yeah, I'm gonna use unmake. I use feeds off anxiety again because that's how my powers are basically
You're gonna power up your powers because of how much strife there is in the room.
Yeah,
it's fair enough.
Yeah. Also, I want to put a weakness on it.
Good.
I think this is fair because we just keep losing each other, like the group.
Yeah.
That's what I was thinking. I know we have that extra attention point for our crew for a thing, and I thought that we should use that for our power tag GPS dot. Because now that we're sharing location, we can finally find each other since all we do is lose each other.
And I think that's it. Yeah.
That's a good power. That's a good crew tag, actually. Location checker. Yeah, that's fun. Yeah, go ahead and make that roll.
What was it again?
Toe to toe.
Oh, okay. Oh.
Alright.
I whiffed it.
Alright. So for this, this is a bad fail. It says I can use one of my moves because of the level of fail. I believe I can use a hard move, which means I'm going to do some stuff here. So you step out. You become a little overzealous as you move to do this. When you do unmake the legs, the table slams down to the ground. But as you do so, energy crackles off of your form, and they both look right at you. As you are just standing by this table whose legs evaporated. What are you doing in here? Is she with you? She's going to start to look. She is going, Dr.Stone, that is, she's going to, as she starts to get more and more angry, her hair is just going to undo itself from its ponytail. And it's going to stand up as it begins to move. Each individual dreadlock moves around as she looks at you. So this is going to be a hard move.
Okay.
I am going to give you a status. This is a thing this is something that she can do. She's going to give you the status Petrified 3. Okay. You're not completely unable to completely move, but it's hard to move. As she lets out a hiss. And she pushes the other girl to the ground.
Okay. Real quick question too.
Yeah.
I forgot from last two games. Do I still have ouch? One.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, you do. I don't think because
Well,
you did that to yourself when. You remember?
I want to say back in the warehouse.
Oh yeah, if it was in the warehouse, then definitely, yeah, you have ouch one.
Okay.
Oh yeah, you slipped trying to pick the lock on the drawer. That was earlier tonight, and you haven't rested, so yeah, you still have ouch one.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna use this. As this is going on, Max is gonna quickly hold her hurt hand, her bandaged up hand. Her eyes start to water. She starts sniffing. It just starts ugly crying. Where's my mommy? Where's my mommy?
You know what?
Honestly, you don't want me to continue, but essentially that's what she does.
I'll give you one. You can have a convince here. But I'm going to activate the story tag, distrustful, as a negative against you. So you're starting at a -1 on this convince check.
right. Could
This
I add
would be
any?
an opportune time to juice, methinks.
Yeah. Can I add any power tags to this?
Yeah, you can add anything you want.
Okay.
Just a normal, just like a normal convince check. Yeah.
Want to add presence because this is a crying child.
That's fair. It's fair.
Presence.
So that puts you at a 0.
I also add creating possibilities
Yes.
for my fate.
Yeah, that's fine. I didn't see it coming. No, I didn't see that one coming. It's pretty good.
Would this work as redo because the character is basically essentially redoing her f up?
Is that one of your tags? Redo?
Yeah.
Yeah, you are kind of trying to like pull your nards out of the fire here. So yeah,
Yeah.
for lack of a better term.
And one last one.
I forgot the word for toes. It said
I'm gonna
nards.
use my friends because essentially she's gonna pretend Bernie's her mommy.
Gotcha.
Yeah. And I'm gonna add the weakness tag, and do this alone.
Okay. Yeah. So that puts you, I believe, at a 2 or a 3.
1, 2, 3. 3.
Okay.
1 weakness.
One. And also you did take away the point for distrustful, right?
Yeah. Yeah. I got -1, right?
Yeah. Just a -1 for that. So you have a -2 altogether.
-2 together. Okay. And then I'll just roll convince, right?
Fuck Corbin. Oh, RP. I don't know. That's kind of
Not
messed up
too
too, but
bad.
that's okay. I thought Corbin said "mommy RIP." I was like, "What the fuck?" That's busted. Convince. All right. So you can give a status 1. Might I suggest sympathetic 1?
Yes.
Okay.
That or pity. I'll take either one.
Pity 1. I'll give pity 1 to Dr. Stone. So essentially, if she tries to like hurt you, she's going to take it's going to be a little less than usual because she feels bad. Her heart's not fully in it. It's mostly in it though. Don't get me wrong. So,
Yeah.
Tim, after Dr. Stone left, what did you do?
We were gonna start carrying packages up, and then we got really distrustful of each other. So I'm thinking that we probably wouldn't be working together, the three of us, me and the other guard and the other truck guy. So I might just be I might be doing like the final run of the boxes. Maybe I'll be taking them from, the inside atrium upstairs to the doctor's office. Like
Gotcha. Oh, you guys are like doing a
supply
train
chain type of thing. Mhm.
because you don't want to be near each other.
Correct. Yeah, we started walking them up together, and then we were like, man, I don't trust this guy. He's gonna like shank me. We're like, why don't you stay here and just bring him to that door? And the next guy was the same way, like, hey, you just stay up there. I'll just bring him to the bottom of the stairs.
That complicates things. Yeah, absolutely. So, in that case, you're about to enter Dr. Stone's office with the package. Go ahead and give me a little bit of what that's like.
So I'm just gonna walk in with like 2 or 3 packages stacked up, so I probably can't see when I come in, and just say, hey, where do you want me to put these? And so it's just a person with a big stack of boxes that can't see right now.
Dr. Stone's you'll hear her voice say, "Get out of here, you oaf."
All right, I'll just put them down by the door then, and I'll crouch down, put them by the door, and turn and walk out.
You don't see the holes. You don't want to see the holes.
I never did turn and see what was going on. But I'll come back up with more boxes. This isn't the one time I'll do it.
All right, you do you, bro.
Yeah, it's more than one box.
It's fun.
So as the scene progresses, I'll just keep popping in. You just let me know when I pop in with a stack of boxes, and eventually I'll only have one box, and then I'll see what's going on.
Maxine, I will say that you are in this room. You do see him come in. You can be like, "Help!" if you want to. You don't have to though.
Mac's gonna see Timmy and goes, really quickly, Just looks back and forth and goes, help! Lady Mean! And it's kind of pointing at Dr. Stone. I got lost and I can't find my mommy!
I'm gonna peek back in the doorway. Are you abducting children?
Do you look back?
Yeah, I lean back in the doorway. Are you abducting children?
You can see that it's Maxine.
Oh, hey, stop! And I'm gonna grab something. And it's probably like an end table, like one of those wooden end tables that's rectangular and tall.
Yeah, that's fair.
I'm gonna hit her over the head with it.
Oh,
All my might.
Go ahead and give me a hit with all you got.
Got it. Hit with all you've got. I am going to clobber in time.
Yep.
I'm going to get behind me.
Fair.
And am I going to Defender of the Bridge? I think I am.
Max.
I think I'm going to Defender of the Bridge.
Fair.
And hit it with all I've got. So it's a 3. I've rolled a 10, which is a great success.
That means I don't get to hit you back.
Nice.
So, you give the target an appropriate status of your choice with tier equal to power, and then you also get to choose 2 effects from that list. I'll let people at home kind of look at it. So you can take cover or secure a superior position so that they can't hit you back. So I guess you have to do that if you don't want to get hit back. You get them good, so you put an additional tier on them.
That's on top of my power, or just a +1 tier?
That's on top of your power, so it would be a 4 tier.
It would be a 4. Yeah, that's the one I'm probably going to do, but you can keep explaining how the rules work.
Yeah, you control the collateral damage, so like if you were shooting a flamethrower in here, it would be targeted, you know. Something that would normally, if you threw a grenade, like it would only hit what you wanted, that kind of thing. You hold the target's attention if possible, so that's a taunt. And then also you can gain the upper hand, which is a juice 1. And for all of those of you asking in the chat, yes, she does have a first name. Her name is Melissa. Her name is Melissa Stone. I give a lot of my characters first and last names and just don't say them all the time.
I was hoping it was going to be Mommy Stone.
Mama Stone.
I am going to get them good. I had +1 tier. My power was 3, so I would like to give her the status clobbered 4. After all, it was clobbering time. So I come in and I set the boxes down. I turn and walk out. I hear a kid crying. I lean back in. Are you abducting children? And then Max is crying. And I look and I pick up a whole table, and you see this astral form around me, this blue sort of see-through form of this malformed, half the face sunken in on one side and an eye sort of caved in, patchy hair. This big blue astral form of this troll with missing skin just picks up this table and boom, smashes it on top of this Medusa-esque doctor, just blowing this room, like a supernatural shock of air blows through the room as the wood splinters and slowly falls and rains down around us.
Hey, who said anything about Medusa? No, I'm just kidding. Yeah, so you rock her world with this thing. She hits the ground, and she lets out a grunt and a hiss. As she does so, several of her dreadlocks fall out of her head. And they begin to slither on the ground, and as they do so, they turn into snakes. That is a move. So that's how my turns work, because I don't actually get a roll, and I don't take turns. But every time you go, I get to do a soft move that can lead to a hard move. So this one's called Foreshadowing.
Interesting.
So that means Or no, actually, I'm introducing a new threat. There you go.
I also offered chat. They spend their channel points. They could give Melissa Stone a middle name.
You could give her a middle name. Yeah, I'm fine with that.
How old is the other girl who was in here stealing files?
About 20 something, and she
Okay.
seems pretty frightened of what's going on. This all sort of happened pretty quickly.
All right, the two of you, let's get the hell out of here before those snakes turn back into a person that wants to hurt us.
She didn't turn into snakes. Her hair turned into snakes.
Let's get out of here before her hair hurts us.
Max is going to kind of, move over the snakes to get behind Timmy.
I don't even know how to pronounce that, competent user or Connor. Melissa Carnelian Stone. Is that a kind of stone? Was that the payoff? It's a specific stone. Oh man. Let me add that to my notes just in case it matters. It might.
Never know.
Never know.
It's a
MC
brownish
Stone.
red, semi-precious gem.
It is
So I wanna
MC
say
Stone.
MC Stone.
It is MC Stone. I don't like.
Straight from the underground.
Oh, it matters.
Trap
I
right
agree,
now.
Connor. But yeah, so it is now. Are you going to enter the scene, Aaron? You
I
don't
have a
to.
question. Yes, I have a question actually. The ping was a museum, but I disappeared from the roof of the warehouse, right?
Correct.
So what's the layout that I'm kind of trying to navigate through? And what are my odds of hearing that intense presence that is Maxine
if
right
you
now?
if you tried to enter through the roof, you would definitely be able to hear this going on.
Okay. Yeah.
If you try to enter from the atrium, at this point you'd hear it, yeah. But so pretty much, it is like the front door. You go up the stairs. You go past some of the like ancient human exhibits, and then there's Dr. Stone's office. So it's not too deep in, but it is, yeah.
Okay, I'm not gonna jump in now, but thank you.
You're welcome. Maxine, you see all these snakes coming towards you and your compatriots. What is your plan of attack here?
Can you tell me
Spotlight is
if
yours.
the layout of the office, like, there's like what do you call those? File cabinets all against the wall. Is it possible for Max to climb on top of that and just kind of climb over each one of them to get to where Timmy is?
Yes. If you want to try to get the high ground, yeah, go ahead.
Yeah. You know what? I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it like Obi-Wan. Get the high ground.
So this, I'm going to qualify this under face danger.
Okay. Can I use? Let's see here. I want to use my friends for my power tag because Timmy's my friend.
Oh, actually, this will be take the risk. There you go. That's better. Okay. Yeah, Timmy's your friend.
Can I also use? So let's see. Where is? Driven because Max really doesn't want to get bitten by a snake. She's driven not to get bitten.
I mean, that's fair. Snakes are pretty. Yeah, that'll light a fire under it.
Yeah. And I think that will be it. Let me see if I want to use any of my. This is weakness. Would the weakness can't do this alone work here as well? Because normally Max wouldn't be able to do this alone.
So because your friend's actually here now, and you're trying to get to them, I'll say no on that one.
Gotcha. Right, then I'll just use that. You said, what was it? Take a risk or?
Yeah, take the risk. Because you're doing an acrobatics or something in a high danger situation. So.
Hey!
I like the description here. You do it somehow. So yeah, Maxine gets on top of these cabinets, runs, jumps off, and
She's doing like some Spider-Man shit.
makes it to so you do make it. I should have made it a little harder because of your petrification, but that's okay. Don't worry about it. Now I'll do the soft move. It's my turn. She's going to get up from the ground, Dr. Stone. And she's just going to yell, "I've had enough of this!" And she's going to stare at Timmy. Timmy, she's looking right at you, bud. It seems like her eyes are starting to glow a little.
Do I face danger? Is that how I deal with?
So this is foreshadowing, where I warn you before something happens.
Okay.
If you do nothing about it, then I do the thing. So essentially, I'll be like, he points a gun at you, and then it's your turn. If you don't do anything, then I shoot you.
I guess I'm confused on take danger because it seems, or face danger because it seems like no matter what, it's just like choosing to get hit. Does that like keep?
No,
them
face.
from hitting?
So this is also something that I messed up earlier. So if I try to petrify you, right? You then face danger to reduce it. So it's only after you get hit.
Got it.
So face danger is typically not something you would choose to do. That's why I switched Max doing that earlier. I was like, oh, that's not what that's for.
As soon as I heard that, I was like, I'm planning on tanking. I wonder if that's the thing that I want.
You will do it a lot, but yeah.
It's reactive.
It's reactive.
Got it. Then I think for now, I will... what I was going to do was try to face danger, so that's still what I'm going to try to do. I'm going to try to draw this Medusa's aggro so that she does not turn everyone into stone. Everyone's heard of Medusa before. We know how this works. I'm going to slide across the desk, and that way she's facing not all of us. She's just facing me in a corner.
Yeah, so typically, like, sure, but Medusa is very famous. So yeah, it is fair. It is fair to assume that everybody kind of knows about that one.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, hair is snakes. That's a pretty famous one.
Yeah. I was hoping that it would come through and that you guys would realize.
So yeah, I'm going to try to. But she's looking at me. I'm going to let her keep looking at me. I'm going to slide across the desk and be like, "Hey, look over here," and that way she puts her back to the door to set Max up for whatever Max needs to do.
This will still be a go to toe-to-toe.
There'll be a go toe-to-toe. Okay.
Because you are trying to get her attention.
Yes. And because I'm trying to get her attention, I would like to use Overwhelming Stench, Crusty Armor, Regenerative Troll Blood.
Okay.
Get behind me.
That's a really good one to get behind me.
And then finally, if you'll allow it, Defender of the Bridge.
Man, that's so many.
It is. But I do have the weakness tag on, easy to smell even while hiding.
Easy to smell even when hiding. So we'll hit you with that weakness, sure. You know what else? It is nighttime, Gary, and you have work in the morning.
I do have work in the morning. You're right.
Oh, wait. You have to stay... Oh, never mind. You have to stay within eyesight of the bridge. Gotcha. Okay.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and that's for Defender of the Bridge, too. I'm using that one. So if I'm not... if the bridge is not out the window or nearby...
So don't use the second one I told you. Use the bridge one.
Don't use work in the morning.
Work in the morning. Yeah, don't use work in the morning. Use
stay within eyesight.
Stay within eyesight of the bridge. Because eyesight does actually matter right now. So,
And then face danger, right?
Yeah, then face danger. So you're getting a -2 of a 5, so you're rolling with a total of 3. So yeah, face danger.
Or go toe-to-toe.
Yeah, go toe-to-toe. That's right.
Yep.
My bad.
I was about to click it, and I was like, I don't think that's it.
Put on your sunglasses and close your eyes. So yes, Eric Jackson, that you do bring up a good point. That would be a game change, right? In where you would add the tag to yourself, sunglasses 2, and then it would reduce any incoming petrification by 2. So yes, you can absolutely do stuff like that in this game. And the math seems very crazy and complex, but we're getting used to it, and it's starting to get a little easier, and it's very fun. 9. You manage to achieve your goal, take something they hold, you get them good, you block, dodge, or counter their best attempt somehow. Okay. So you do succeed.
Yes. I block, dodge, or counter. So with my stench, my overwhelming stench pulls the aggro across the room as I slide across the desk and leave a grease stain. I'm going to pick something up nearby that's reflective. Maybe a platter, maybe something she had shipped in from her table of museum artifacts. And I'm going to hold it up as if to reflect the mirror. I'm going to use a counter.
So that's going to be...
here.
So that's most... So you got to do... Well...
Can I suggest something, Gary? Can I
It's just how
suggest
I'm
something,
flavoring the counter.
Okay.
Gary, can I suggest something?
Yeah, man, hit it.
Use the computer monitor.
Ah, yes, the reflective computer monitor.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll spin the computer monitor around to face her.
Okay.
Sludge stain and all.
Well, in that case, I'll create the temporary tag monitor. So there is a temporary tag available called monitor. But it's only for this one roll because you're pretty much breaking it. So because it wasn't a complete success, she's going to go ahead and trigger her hard move, where she's going to petrify you. So, face danger. You get a +1 for your computer monitor.
Face danger, +1 for the computer monitor.
I have a quick question. At this point, I'm trying to how the help point works. Can I just throw a help to him in this moment?
You can, when someone's about to roll, if you have a help point for them or a hurt point, you can either give them a help or a hurt. So right now, since Gary's about to roll, you can explain how you're helping, and then give him a help point, which will give him a +1 on this roll. Yeah.
Perfect. Cool. So, that's right when I come in. I infiltrated through a window from the roof or something.
Yeah,
and
you'll kick out the air vent and you'll land in the room.
And I land, and as I'm sort of assessing what's going on, all of a sudden, this is like sort of how it helps, as this Medusa caricature that I'm seeing in front of me starts to go at Tim. For them, the room suddenly starts to look like it's expanding unnecessarily, like incredibly large. Like the suddenly everybody's so far away, and like even though she's moving and she's rushing toward him, and there's this empirical sense she'll still get there, it just all the geometry of this space to them just for a moment becomes extremely inexplicably strange, even if just for a flash. And as like this sort of garbly language whispers at the same time. Anyway,
excellent.
That's 1 point to Tim.
Tim, the world shifts. The room explodes. Just to the corners of the universe all of a sudden. But it does aid you in your endeavor. Add +1 to this roll of face danger.
Okay, so I will be adding +2 to this roll. 1 for the monitor, 1 for the thing. And may I use overwhelming stench?
To make it like hard to look at you. Her eyes are watering.
Mm-hmm. And crusty armor.
Crusty armor, not so much.
Overwhelming stench, maybe.
Overwhelming stench, definitely.
How about wretch? Can I make her want to throw up as well?
I mean, yeah.
Because that's my defense.
You're making her look at herself in the mirror and making her want to puke with the spell. That's kind of messed up.
All right, so I'll just leave it there. And I do have the weakness tag, easy to smell even while hiding, for the -1. So I'm going to hit. Did you say face danger?
Yeah, that is face danger.
I have rolled a 10, which is a great success. I fend off the effect and take no status at all.
You fend off the effect. You're gonna rebound this petrified adder. So that, coupled with how hurt she is, she has several statuses on her right now. Aaron, you enter the room. Ellen does this crazy mind trick, and then it helps Tim reflect the Gorgon's curse back on her. And I mean, that's pretty classic. That's a classic way to defeat Medusa. She will freeze in place as we take our break. Thank you everyone for watching. Thanks for all the boons and dooms. Thanks for being so active in the chat. We love you guys, and we will be right back.
Fresh out the box. Fresh out the box. Fresh out the box.
Yo, what's up? Welcome, it's your boy. I can't do it. Welcome back to Fresh Out the Box, City of Mist. I'm Johanna.
What's up, everyone? Welcome back. It's me, it's your boy, Casualty CDG. Don't forget to hit like and subscribe. Don't forget we're on all the platforms. Give us follows. Tell your fans. We're playing City of Mist, and I'll be reprising my role as Tim, the Toll Road Supervisor, a.k.a. the Troll King.
Aaron Bamier, Aaron Dippity Doo, Ellen Cash.
And I am Michael Powell, aka Mr. Kapow. And you can find me all over the internet on my social medias on Mr. Kapow. That's MrKapao. And I'm playing your precarious, cute little girl who's the avatar of the apocalypse.
Rah. Is your mythos the Troll King, Gary?
I'm not convinced that it isn't.
Okay.
It was
Yeah,
initially
your
Troll Under the
evolution
Bridge. But yeah,
evolved.
there's no reason that the Troll Under the Bridge mythos wouldn't be the Troll
Yeah,
King
you be the
under
Troll
the
King.
bridge.
I don't know. I thought when you said that, I was like, man, that's pretty badass.
Isn't it badass?
It kind of kicks it up a notch, you know, like bam.
It does.
Yeah.
It does. Yeah. I'm the Troll. I'm the Troll King.
Maybe the
You
Troll
guys
King.
heard it here first.
Maybe it's something that
Right.
you're discovering.
Yes. You need a crown before you're truly a king.
Well, you're in
Yeah,
a
when
room
a
full of
party city-
artifacts, so maybe.
$5. Every city at $5.
But
Burger King.
but yeah, so Tim, you reflected the Gorgon's curse back on her, froze her in place. You are now in this room with your two friends and this young girl, who is still stunned by everything. Oh wow! You all came out of nowhere. Thank you.
Ain't no problem. Nobody kidnaps children on my watch.
She'll narrow her eyes at you like perturbed that you called her a child.
Well, I look at Maxine when I say it.
Oh, okay. She'll realize that and be like, oh, okay.
Nobody kidnaps children on my watch. I was just here to deliver some boxes, but I guess we better take this statue and get out of here.
Take her.
Maxine, did you find what you were looking for?
I'm just gonna kind of look back and forth between the woman and Tim goes, "Oh, person I have never met before.
Oh,
I'm looking for my mommy."
okay.
I'm not.
And I'll
No one's gonna roll. There's no roll here. That's really bad. She picks up on it.
I turn to Ellen too and give Ellen the over-exaggerated wink, like, "Well, I guess since I don't know anybody here, I'll just take my statue and go."
She'll shrug, like, yeah, I guess, and she's going to like continue to steal shit, and then like be like, I guess I'll leave too.
Oh, hey, what did you come here for? If we're all taking stuff, maybe we're taking some of the same stuff.
Well, I heard, and she's gonna look at Dr. Stone. So Dr. Stone, for point of fact, is not made out of stone. She looks normal. She just can't move.
Oh, nice.
So like, that's kind of your hint that it's not forever.
Okay.
Just because I know you're thinking about taking her, I
I
don't
was
want to.
definitely going to take the statue.
No.
If it's just a person that's petrified, I will not take the statue.
It's a temporarily petrified person, but don't worry, it's long enough for like whatever you guys need to do. You have defeated her. But yeah,
Max is gonna look
What
at
the hell
woman in
is
that
going on
chimney.
here?
And also Ellen goes, hey, and while she's looking at Ellen, she kind of holds out her hand. Hey, lady, can you help me find my mommy?
Yeah, come on, come with me. You too. I'm gonna point. And
man, that little girl sure is powerful. She'll look back at the table that you partially disintegrated.
Max looks at wait, really quick, out of character. Was IKEA around during the 80s?
No. Yes?
Okay.
I don't know, a lot of 80s furniture look like IKEA. Let me see. IKEA founded. Oh wow, yes, it was. It was founded July 28th, 1943.
Okay. Max
Weird.
looks at the
It's a weird
table and
time.
goes.
Right after
they
World
it
War II.
really is.
She goes. They should
You know, I
really
just started a
stop.
furniture company.
Max is gonna be like, they should really stop shopping at IKEA. They don't really make that quality, stuff. But anyway, gotta go and I'm my mommy. She kind of like takes Ellen's hand and just try to kind of pulls at it to let's get the fuck out of here.
Okay.
That roll.
Bye, I guess. She'll wave. Do you guys leave?
No, I still want to know what she's taking so that we can all talk about the stuff that we're taking to make sure we're not all taking the same stuff. Let's pool our stuff-taking resources.
Pull your stuff, taking resources. So give me a convince check. Because she right now, you're gonna get a -1 for distrustful. Because of just the general area, the general vibe in the area is distrustful. Because of Maxine, which I still think was really cool. And then I feel like because you saved her though, I was going to give you a +1 anyways. So they kind of cancel each other out. So you'll be starting at 0.
I don't actually have too many skills that I think would help here anyways to share resources or to work together.
Can you think of any?
The only one I might have is get behind me.
That's the one I was going to suggest, yeah.
Yeah, in more of a metaphysical sense where we're getting behind each other to share notes.
Yeah. But also, I look at that
know-
one as like I'm the big protector, and that in it of itself can garner trust. What were you saying, Aaron?
I can't help but shake this curiosity of who that person is. Honestly, why we're even in this museum, but and why we're in this museum. So I'm gonna say to Max, I'm gonna say, just wait here for a moment, and I'm gonna double back to the scene in the office.
Okay.
All right, I'm gonna throw my convinced bones. It's only a +1, but I will take it. A mild success.
You can choose a status to give to her, or I can choose to not take it and to protect my own agenda.
Let's get rid of the one level of distrustful.
So you
look,
want to give her essentially one level of
one
trust.
level of trust, yeah.
Okay.
Look, we're all working together here.
I mean,
We
she'll
were
take it.
infiltrating this card gang, and we came up here to see what this all leads to and what's behind it. And maybe you can help us connect some of the lines.
Okay. Well, I've been following the workings of the gang as well. It led me here. Strange things happened to me a long time ago, when I was a kid. I'm just looking for answers. She'll show you a folder that she stole. It has the name of your middle school on it.
Yeah, I'm gonna check the year.
Later.
It's not the year that Maxine went missing.
No, it is from a year. So just the quick math. I'm not going to do it because I'm a big dumb idiot. But
Okay, yeah, all right, no problem.
it has the year that would place this 20-something-year-old woman in that middle school.
All right.
See what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I
probably
can't
10 years ago.
do that. Or 10 years.
20.
Okay. I'll take
yeah,
your.
2013 would make her 13ish, right? 10 years ago. If she's 23 now.
Yeah, that's fair.
subtract 10.
You know what? I probably could have done that math. I think I'm too
Yeah, I
hard on
think you
myself.
spent too long deciding not to do it.
I talked myself out of it.
Talked yourself out of even trying, and by the time you would have done it, you'd have been like, oh, that's just about 10. 23 is pretty young.
Yeah, so 2013, the name of your middle school. That is
Did you ever
what she
hear
shows
about
you.
a kid that went missing from this school? I'm afraid you're not the only strange thing to happen at that school.
She'll raise her eyebrow at you like you said something silly. Yeah, kids go missing from that school all the time.
And day missing?
No, she'll nod. Yeah,
The hell's going on at that school?
a lot of weird things always used to happen there.
Huh.
I'm in the doorway, literally taking notes.
She'll
That's the same school I went to.
she'll cock her head, interested. Really?
Really?
Well, we should probably get out of here and look at these files together then. I'm not sure what they say, but I feel like it could be important.
Maybe we should just take the whole filing cabinet. We never know what we're gonna miss.
Quick
Okay,
question.
we want
I was
to.
wondering if I could do an investigation. Oh,
You can always do one,
I
yeah.
want to use actually my ability of fate destiny, of creating possibilities. I essentially want to go into Max's experience in the other timelines that she has lived through. See if she knows this person.
Sure. I see what you're
Probably
asking.
you-
Yeah,
Creating possibilities.
that's fair.
Redo, since this is basically time loop, redoing life. We use a weakness tag of hubris.
That's a good one. Yep, good. I was going to look
Um,
for a weakness tag, but if you're going to pick one, no need.
And identify the cause.
You're trying to identify the cause of what?
Find if I identified if this woman is part of apocalypse that she's intricate to stopping this apocalypse that Max is trying to stop.
Yeah, go ahead and give me that roll. As you peer through alternate dimensions.
A mild success.
Okay. So you got a 9. With a 2 power, you can ask me 2 questions.
All right. First question: is this person intricate to preventing apocalypse?
They could be.
Okay. Second question: was wondering if Max could kind of, while she's talking to Timmy, kind of peek at the files that she has and what they pertain to.
So the file that she's holding is the 2013 record of the school that you all went to.
Okay.
Presumably, it would have similar things as to what the file that you stole has, which are student profiles. I won't make you burn your question for that one because you kind of already knew that information.
Okay. Then the question I would be is not really a question, but I was wondering if when of the files that Max randomly grabbed to make it look like random files, does Max have any of those 2003 or do you say 2003 or 2013? 13 files.
Yeah, probably. Yeah, you definitely have a couple. So as you peer through alternate dimensions, you will see all of you enter the school. You will see another figure join you at some point, but their image is obscure. You see several different instances of things happening in the school, but several of them result in what looks like a dead body on the ground. And that'll be you peering through dimensions, because you got a 9, which means I can make the clues fuzzy and incomplete, which is always fun for me. So,
all right. Oh, Max is looking to Tim and goes, "You really need to bring her." And she looks old. Now she's kind of going switching from little girl to, I guess you could say young woman, older woman attitude. If you decide to keep going down the path you're going down, letting you know. She looks over at Dr. Stone. Something worse, and kind of points. Something worse than that might end up being your fate.
I know, but I have to figure out what's going on there for my own sake.
More hands make less work. We'd be happy to have you come along until we figure this out. We've got a safe place.
What'd you say your name was again?
She'll hold her hand out, and she's going to snap to kind of, and put one arm behind her back and offer a handshake in kind of like an almost dainty way, but she has a firm grip. But she just does it in a very proper, it's a very proper handshake. My name's Allie.
Nice to meet you. Tim.
Uh-oh. Aaron went all robot voiced.
I don't have robot voice. I still robot.
It's getting better. It's getting better.
Okay,
It's like
well,
Willy Wonka when they're tuning in that Wonka
That's
Vision
fun.
TV. Hey, you're back.
Nice.
Hey.
Back from Wonka Vision. So, what was I saying? I basically just introduced myself and the others
Okay.
to Allie.
It's nice to meet all of you. And she seems genuine when she says that, and she's kind of pleasant. She's she smiles. She's not like a downtrodden person. She seems kind of pippy. A little bit.
I think this is probably a good time for us to hit the montage action so that we can reset some of the statuses. I think.
Oh, you guys want to do a montage?
Yeah, I think Maxine has some statuses that she needs to reset, and I think that's the only way to sort of rest in this
I've
game.
been wanting to do a montage, so that works because we haven't done one, and it's been this is the 4th episode, so
Yeah.
should probably-
There is something I want to activate while we're montaging.
Let's see. If you need aid, it is on 201.
I also just clicked montage in the Roll 20,
Oh, yeah.
and it tells us, it'll give us a little description of what it do.
So essentially, what's going to happen here? All of you are going to leave the museum. You're going to get in your car, and after that, boom, montage. So all of you kind of have like a free time where you guys essentially you're heading somewhere to go over this information that you have, figure out a plan, that kind of thing. Whenever your character has some downtime, choose one way to spend it. You can give attention to one of your logos or extra themes. Tell everyone at the table how you do it and mark attention on that theme. Work the case. Tell everyone at the table how you do it and gain 3 clues with a method and a source based on your description. Explore your mythos. Tell everyone at the table which mystery you explore and how you do it. You gain 1 clue with a method and a source based on your description. Mark attention on the mystery's theme. Prepare for your next activity. Tell everyone at the table how you prepare and choose one. Recover all your burnt power tags or gain 3 juice with a method based on your description. You can choose from the effects improvements under change the game. So you're going to get 3 juice. You can spend it to essentially prepare by creating tags and doing that kind of thing. And then recover from your last activity. For each ongoing status still affecting you, the MC will tell you if and how it can be reduced during your downtime and by how many tiers. Alternatively, the MC can allow you to reduce any or some of your statuses by 1 tier for each relevant tag you have. And the MC can queue into any of the montage events and continue them as scenes. So, I guess be careful. But yeah, so we'll go around the table. Gary, you triggered this. What you doing?
Yeah, I did. I'm looking at work the case and explore your mythos. Those are the 2 that I'm staring at.
Those
right now.
are both perfect for you right now. Especially since you might be onto this whole Troll King bit.
Mm-hmm.
Could be a good time for you to wonder if maybe you're not just a troll. Maybe you're the troll.
Yeah, let's investigate my mythos, and let's investigate the question, why do I guard the gate? And it's not why do I guard the gate, more of why do I guard the gate? Why is it me that guards the bridge onto the island? It's not just a bridge. Why is it me? So I tell everyone the mystery you explore and how I do it, gain 1 clue with a method and source based on the blah blah blah, and gain 1 attention. So gain 1 clue, why is it me?
Is that the mystery for your...
That is the mystery, is, why do I guard the gate? So I've chosen that, and I will mark an attention. But now, if you would give me just a couple minutes to think about how I
Not a
investigate
problem.
that, and I'll come back.
Not a problem. We'll circle back to you. So yeah, you're essentially going to tell me how, like, what you're doing to do that, and what your and a source based on your description. So yeah, I'll give you. You also get to ask me a question, which I will come up with an answer to. And I already kind of know your that specific one. We will go to. Do either one of you want to go, or need a minute, or
You can go.
you ready?
Yeah, I
Okay.
think I know what I want to do.
Go ahead, Aaron.
It's to explore my mythos. So my scenes in the montage is it kind of flits between each of us doing things. The first one maybe is introduced, and I'm in my lab, and I'm cleaning up from when it got broken into and all the wreckage that was left behind, and like, or if I can even access it. I don't know if it's actually. I can still access it, right? Or
You can go to your lab if you want to. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So I go there. I'm cleaning it up. I'm organizing it. I'm going over notes. I'm finding notes that I forgot I had. And it's but as I'm cleaning it up a little bit, I actually get distracted. The next scene is like I'm in there. I'm cleaning up, and my gaze turns to the fish that had the ring in it, or it's whatever remains of its samples and things. the next one is like staring into this creature and then putting like intercepting the ring between me and it. And the third like main part of the montage is me out at the ocean and exploring my powers. I end up revisiting the city like almost by choice this time.
You're gonna peer
As an
through the
experiment.
cracks. Gotcha.
Yep. And so basically, yeah, the scenes just show me my attention shifting from the mundane into an interest in this something else.
What is your
So-
mysteries? What is your mythos' mystery?
What secrets does this ring hide?
Okay, that's a good
Or I
one.
guess, yeah.
You can ask me a question if you have one.
Yeah, I want to know. You know what? Actually, can I come back to the actual question?
That's
on
fine.
that?
Yeah, no problem.
Yeah. Because
Because they can be important, and like I
Exactly.
actually kind of have to tell you the truth. I don't have to give away everything, but you know, I do have to answer your question more or less honestly. So, we will go to our favorite Maxine, our favorite little Maxine. You're muted.
Right. Well, while I do want to explore my mythos, I think it makes more sense for me to actually give attention
You
to
can do
one
that.
of my logos, actually. And the
Perfectly
logos in question would be prevent the end of the world, because that's the whole reason why Max is doing what she's doing right now. Especially with that little chat with Bernie in our last game. She has grown distrustful of her friend. In fact, like, what if her friend is the reason the world ends, even though one of the reasons why she keeps going back in this time loop, basically, is to make sure all her friends stay alive.
Yeah.
It's in every possibility, every timeline, some or one of them falls.
Pretty much, yeah. You haven't found one where everyone lives.
Exactly.
So all you do for this is give attention to one of your logos or extra themes. Tell everyone at the table how you do it, and you mark attention on that theme. So you just mark an attention, and you are doing this by preparing for this. What are you doing? Anything in particular?
Yes, Max is, especially with this new person, and also with goodies that she stole and the files that they stole from the office. She's basically going. She has it all laid out in Ellen's apartment. Like, she cleans the helps Ellen clean the apartment. Then she has everything kind of laid out, and then she has like the strings and everything, lined up. She has everything, all the notes, everything kind of spread out across the floor, and she's just like going, all right, this has to make sense. This has to make sense. I can't. We're running out of time. No, and just kind of going through every possibility of all the timelines she has already gone through, corresponding to each of these items and files, and also with new friend Allie.
Oh yeah, she can help you. Yeah, you'll explain that you're trying to make sense of things. She'll try to help you organize your thoughts. That's fine.
I was saying more like, how does Allie fit into this? I mean, she's actually one.
You're
of
gonna
the
put her in
subjects.
as like a piece of the puzzle. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, the answer to that is maybe she can die instead of one of your friends. But I don't know. we'll cross that horrible choice when we get to it.
I would like to know if this ring and lean into the power that has come with this. Can I prevent the end of the world?
With the ring?
Can the ring with the ring? Yeah, this is the question that Ellen brings in this moment.
Can you? Yes.
Interesting. Which is an answer as a player I probably could have assumed, but to
Uh,
Ellen, it's a big deal.
I mean, yeah. I mean, that's fair. As a player, of course, that's like hopefully,
Hopefully, yeah.
I'm not a monster, but no. As a character, now you do know that not only can you, but it has to probably beat you in the end, because you're starting to realize what you are.
Mm-hmm.
You're not the creature.
Mm-hmm.
That's not your mythos.
Right. Yeah.
You're stopping him. And so so you can absolutely mark attention to your mythos.
Okay. Cool.
And you can mark an attention on that mysteries theme. Wait, yeah, I said that. That's the same thing. Okay, yeah, you're good.
Okay. Cool.
Is that good? Are you satisfied
no,
with that
great.
answer?
Yes. Thank you.
Okay.
So if I am stuck to this gate, if I'm stuck to this bridgeway, the way I'm going to investigate this is to do something I've done countless times before. I just usually don't come upon any answers, which is sift through a lot of the trash, the metal, the debris that used to wash up here, and look for answers among it. In my mind's eye during this montage, as I'm moving these heavy things and dragging stuff about and looking up and under for answers, you can see from the camera angle behind me, the way the bridge is laid out almost looks like a metal crown as I'm digging through this trash head down. And of course, I go through and knock some more trash over. You see a Burger King crown kind of tumble to the ground and roll away. And so there are these cues here for me, but nothing that quite clicks yet.
I like it. What's your question?
My question...
And I have to give you an answer.
I think my question would be, who do I talk to about lost lineages?
Who are you talking about lost lineages?
Who knows about trolls, I guess. That's probably better, because I need to know about trolls.
So you know about trolls. Do you have a question about trolls that you would like an answer to? Because I can give that to you.
I don't just want to be like, am I the Troll King? I kind of want to figure it out, like leading with breadcrumbs to get there.
Yeah.
That's why first I was like, what about lost lineages? And like, well, no, that's not really, I don't want to go down that path.
So, I mean, I can give you kind of a tangential thing that kind of links everything together. So, trolls are often known to live under bridges and extract their tolls. But you'll begin to realize that you don't think that that's what you're supposed to do. You don't think that's what trolls really are. As you have learned through these past few days, you're not a gatekeeper that charges tolls. You are a protector, and you're starting to realize that the things that you have to protect, as you think about Maxine and Ellen, are very important. So then the question comes again, why you? And yeah, that's something we can explore further.
Cool. And I will add one attention to that theme.
Absolutely. Man, we need to do... all right, so we're going to be doing these more. Because I like that. That was cool. That really... All right, so everyone watching, if you're interested in placing in this, the montage really just helped just lubricate everybody's story. And it works really well. So I guess the moral of the story is, trust the game system to run itself. It's man, I like that a lot.
Can I also ask? I also have Max also has that weakness, nightmares. Does that come into play at all? during the downtime?
To your... No. I mean, so you're always kind of... I mean, you are always having... When you see alternate realities, I mean, people are constantly dying. It's probably upsetting. So yes, it does. Your nightmares definitely plague you during this time. Also, so the Petrified 3, that was temporary. You don't need to hold on to that. But you're going to hold on to the ouch one. But it's fine. It's just an ouch one. It's not a big deal. Yeah, so the montage is over. All of you kind of have this time, and now you can reconvene to talk about what's your next move here. You haven't really looked at the files yet. You don't really need... You can just ask me stuff about them because you have them. If you're curious as to what's going on. Now you have time. You're not under duress.
Alright. Do you mind... Does everybody mind if I set the scene of where we're at? Cool.
Go ahead. Yeah.
Yeah. By all
Would
means.
it be cool if it be in Aaron's apartment?
That's fine. Yeah. It's an established
I'm
place that
asking,
you all
Yeah,
know about.
asking what?
I think she agreed. Yes.
I did. Yes, I said if you're cool with the mess.
I said in the montage, Max helped clean it up.
Sure.
Hell yeah.
It's all nice and tidy now.
Yeah. Right, Max has coffee tables all clean, and she has on the coffee table files of the school, the students, and themselves actually on top opened, and next to them are it's the Japanese tea set, the broken stone sword. No, the broken sword and then stone knife. Correct, right?
Yeah.
All right. Max is kind of standing in front of them, goes, "Well, as you all probably know by now, I am Max, but I've returned different. Not the same Max that you've all probably know. How do I say this? Every time we get to this part, it's just difficult. But I've lived through multiple possibilities of this timeline, and she looks at her friends. Either all of us, one of us, a couple of us ends up dying, and I've returned to make sure that none of us dies."
Nobody dies on my watch. I beckon in from the balcony. I'm outside eating a durian fruit with my bare hands. I've been told not to eat it inside.
Max smiles and goes, "Be it that simple, Timmy. Be it that simple. But someone always dies. That's why I return, to make sure none of us do. And our little foray into the warehouse and the museum, that... well, I've lived through that, just say, at least 50 times.
Do I always make those guys puke all over each other?
18 times. The other times, let's just say, new changes of pants were required.
For me or them?
Both.
I always keep a spare pair in the trunk. You never know what's gonna happen.
Only in half of those scenarios, you did keep a spare pair of pants in the trunk.
Oh man, I don't even have a spare pair in there because I'm already wearing my spare pair. Something happened to my other ones. I don't want to talk about it.
Yeah. Anybody else have any questions, Ellen?
Yeah, you didn't want to hear any more about his spare pants. I get it. So if you've seen all these different possibilities, how do you know that being here is going to make the difference?
Well, like I said before, in these possible timelines, sometimes only one of us knows. I want to find the timeline where none of us dies.
I would
Also-
like to mention that you've definitely seen timelines where all of you die.
There's even timelines where we all died.
That's definitely happened in a parallel universe.
I see.
So,
I mean,
Allie's going to speak up. So you can see different outcomes. But what are we supposed to do now? I mean, we have this information. I've been going through these files. It seems like whatever they're doing at the school has been going on for a long time. If you guys are involved, and she'll like like she'll say that and like realize she accidentally called you all old and like kind of, correct herself. But
First of all, Allie, it's not see into these timelines. I've actually lived through them. And let me tell you, mine hurts like a bitch.
4K, huh? Nice. But she'll nod. I mean, I don't want to do that. So I guess let's step lightly. But what are the files you guys have say?
It does seem like everything points back to that school.
Have files on, well, all of us. And she kind of gestures at files, the open files of Ernie, Ellen, and Timmy herself. They're definitely on their radar.
Are you looking through the files? You guys want to like read them?
The files
I'm
are
gonna
all
take out
open.
mine.
All of
I'm
you.
still looking through my file.
So all of you, it says where you're born. It has like your birth information, it has your name, your full names, pretty much everything you would expect to see in a school record. But then it has a personality profile. It has a heritage section where they track your lineage, which is definitely very unusual. And then it also, you'll start to notice as you're looking, some of you guys have a green check on your picture, like a green check mark. Specifically, Gary would have one, and I believe Bernie would have one.
Max is kind of looking at, has her file in her hand and just is looking at it and goes, honestly, these files are not really that accurate. I mean, she kind of gestures at her psych profile. An overinflated sense of self-confidence. I mean, come on.
Allie would go,
Yeah,
that's way
because-
off. And like,
Yeah, we used to
smile.
study. We used to study together forever, and half the time you'd fall asleep, but you'd still get a better score on me on the test every time. And it's really no surprise that. Oh, sorry, I'm doing it again. How come mine doesn't have a green check mark? Or yours, Max?
There is another green check mark on Tim's file. So one of the pages
What?
is a list with, what do you call them? Like catalog numbers. Like they're really long numbers preceded by letters, and there's just X X X X X all the way down, and then the last one has a green check mark.
What are you guys talking about in there? You guys talking about Twitter? I heard you talking about check marks. You guys don't have them. And some of us do, but it's okay. You guys will get check marks eventually. You just gotta keep on keeping on.
No, you just gotta pay $8.
$8? Who has that kind of money?
I'm gonna grab Tim's and mine. I'm gonna walk over to Tim and show him and say, "See, look, yours has a mark here, and mine doesn't."
Huh. Man, I'm not used to that. Looks like I passed and you failed this time.
Yeah, you have a similar list.
Yeah, take it while you can.
You have a similar list on your. Everyone does. Only Tim and Bernie have green checks, but all the yours are X's. Whatever that list is.
What does the list pertain to? Like, what are some examples of the that's X'd?
So it is a catalog number, and then in the next column it is either an X or a check. You've only seen 2 checks so far, and they were in Bernie's and Tim's.
Are those checks the same on both of their profiles?
Yeah, they're on different. If you compare the catalog number, it's a different one.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
that's
that's a good question. Yeah, that's a good. Yeah, it is a different one, and you'll also notice as you start comparing, like the lists don't match up. The numbers on all of your lists. Some of them, every now and again, if you really look, you'll find a crossover here or there, but it's all pretty different.
Yeah, that's me. My next question.
Must be some kind of alphanumeric cipher. I don't know how to
Yeah, you
break
care
it.
about that one?
That's
Care
what
about
it
that one,
is.
Tim?
I don't know how to figure it out, but good luck.
Yeah, it does kind of look like that, Gary.
I was wondering if I could roll an investigation check on
Yeah,
this.
of course.
I want to identify the cause. I want to see.
That's a good
So I'm
one.
going to also compare these with also the other files that both Ali and Max took.
Yeah, you guys stole a bunch of files because I'm pretty sure
Yeah.
Tim walked out with the
One-
whole cabinet.
Yeah,
Wanna
I forgot to
check,
mention that in the montage, but I shouldered the file cabinet.
Want to identify. I want to try to find a pattern
Okay.
to the catalog. So I'm going to identify the cause.
Okay.
Would creating possibilities work? To be possible. I'm looking for possibilities of patterns.
Yeah, that's fair. Yeah, possibility and patterns are pretty hand in hand.
And what? Can I just throw another hubris on it for weakness?
Yeah, that's fine.
Max is being kind of a know-it-all right now.
You are,
It's
yeah,
kinda-
yeah, go for it. Yeah, I get it. You're even hamming it up
And-
earlier. Yeah.
Yeah. Also, driven.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So you get so it's 3 minus 1. So yeah, you're gonna be sitting at a 2 with your investigate.
All right.
Ooh.
Yeah. All right.
Well, I gotta look at something. Gotta look at something here, Max. That's a low roll. Wow.
That's all. Like I get either really good rolls or I get shit.
It
That's
happens.
a huge 4. That's a massive 4, though.
It is.
I still get attention though.
Yeah, you also get the attention.
Okay.
That's not based on. That's based on if you take the disadvantage, not if you.
Right.
So, so when you fail like that, you don't get any information. So you don't get to ask any questions about it. And in fact, I mean, essentially your investigation is a failure. Do I want to make something else happen, though? Maybe I'll do one of these other moves.
You can have Max flip the table in frustration. Yeah! A 12-year-old just
Follow,
flipping a coffee table.
Okay,
also
Yeah!
a false lead.
So I get to ask you a question.
Okay.
What are your intentions and plans?
What?
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 Just in general.
Oh, intentions and plans. Basically, Max's intentions right now is, as I said before, creating a timeline where nobody dies, or at least Ernie, Ellen, me, and herself doesn't die. I'll say that as the 4 people that's most important to her that doesn't die.
Okay.
Basically, that's her obsession. Basically,
Okay. This is one of those failures that you might never realize what it caused.
oh,
But maybe I'll mention it when it happens. I made a little note just now. So, you're all looking through. Because you stole the filing cabinet, Tim, I will say you can't find anything like if you're just looking at the student files, you can't find anything. But you are able to find a larger binder. It's very big, stuffed full of papers. It's very old. It's not ancient or anything, but it's an old binder. You start flipping through it. It has the reference numbers in it. And next to them, it will have a catalog item.
Oh, hey, look. I may not be able to figure out how to break an alphanumeric, but I find this binder that did it for us.
And you can look up your item number. Gary.
Yeah, I'm gonna see what these green checks mean and look up these. What is mine? I'm gonna try to figure out mine.
So, I asked specifically you. I don't know if you remember. I asked you to have an item that you found a long time ago. You remember that?
Yes.
It was a coin.
No, it's the little troll guy that hangs from
Little
my
troll
dashboard mirror. But we're not sponsored by troll dolls, so it's like a little gremlin doll. And instead of big hair on his head, he's got big hair for a beard.
Gotcha. Yeah, that's what. So it looks like a troll doll. It's actually made out of wood. But you do find that's what it references. Small troll totem is what it actually says.
It's not what I expected that to say at all.
Yeah, weird, huh?
It's talking about the thing that's hanging from my dash mirror. That little troll guy I found when we were kids.
You guys can remember, if you so choose.
Yeah, I used to hang out from my bike handles all the time.
Oh yeah, I remember that thing.
yeah.
It's what it references.
I remember. Oh, I remember you crying for like an entire weekend when you thought you lost it.
No, you don't.
Yeah.
No, you don't. Neither one of you guys remember
Oh,
that.
no.
You guys are making that up. I wouldn't cry over losing a little wooden totem. That would be stupid. That would be dumb. Anyways, hold on. I'm going to run down to my car real quick and just make sure it's still there.
Rex looks over at Ellen, goes, "He totally cried."
Oh yeah. It was bad.
Yeah. Snot like running like on his nose and
Oh,
everything.
Al, you should have seen it. You would have been. You wouldn't have been able to help yourself. You would have laughed too. Especially because he did find it, so we didn't have to feel bad.
But yeah, you guys do find it out. You figure it out. Now what I can just kind of give you because you took the whole cabinet, so it's pretty funny.
I want to look at Bernie's, if I can.
I don't remember what hers is, but it does tell you. I'll
Put a
ask
pin
her.
on that.
Some
Put a pin in it.
similar,
I can tell you
like,
when she tells me.
seemingly mundane.
Yeah, it's also a seemingly mundane item, and when you're going through it, all of them are. You know, some of them are a little more fancy. Like every now and again, you'll like see like weapon hilt, or there's a drum. There is a jack-o'-lantern.
What? can Max actually cross-reference items that she borrowed from the museum?
So
this list?
those have not been cataloged yet
Okay.
because you got the recent admissions.
Oh, I thought. Okay, in my mind, I was thinking maybe they stole these items from the original owners or something.
Oh, gotcha. Well, you're not sure how they got them. These items presumably came in with the tea as well at an earlier date.
But the e-file doesn't say Japanese tea set or stone sword or anything like that, right?
No, so these are not cataloged.
Okay.
But I mean, you will see similar items to that listed, like tea set. Like I said earlier, weapon hilt, arrowheads, just random stuff. There's like a dog collar. There's a piece of metal. Just like a chunk of metal. You're not sure what any of it is, but yeah, that's what the catalog references.
That's just kind of scratching her chin. Which is her habit whenever she's going to, max mode. Seems that each of these items corresponds to meaningful items to person who owns it. Maybe like objects of power that's connected to said person.
Could be.
Enemies than all thing.
Maybe they're trying. Alice will try it. Yeah, maybe they're trying to match the items. Yeah.
And Max looks at Ellen goes, I know really didn't really have anything like that when I was a kid. Did you?
No, not really. I wasn't too keen on keeping anything, really. I was never attached to things like that. Well, I mean, mostly. Like down at my hand.
People who
But,
don't
kid.
have green check marks, do they still have like an alphanumeric that's not checked off yet?
What do you mean?
Would it say what their totem is without it being checked off?
So you can find out what any of the references are. So you can look at someone's sheet. Everyone has like a bunch of them that aren't checked. Only people with green check marks can you cross-reference what their totem is. Yeah, but yeah, you could.
So, like, would we be able to look at Maxine's and Ellen's, for example, and see what the totems they're supposed to have are that are not checked off yet?
Oh, so it seems like they don't know what they're supposed to have.
Is there like a list on theirs?
You can look up what they tried.
Yeah.
You want to?
Let's do that. Let's figure out what they tried, and maybe those will have some special meanings or connections to you guys.
So with Maxine, there are several different Chinese artifacts, but also there are some scientific ones. Like there's a beaker. There is a radium watch. There is, stuff like that. And then for Aaron, for Ellen, there's a lot of your character's like. Well, what color is your character's hair? Not you, Aaron.
You mean?
It's
See what
like
I'm
a
saying?
natural. It's a dark brown.
It's dark brown. Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of European artifacts there. There's like maybe there's like a Viking belt, or a stuff like that. But also, they did start to hone in on something about water, because there's like a conch shell. There is a piece of wood from a ship, a compass. They tried all these things with you. And you don't remember being like handed these items. Like you don't remember them be like, "Hey, touch this stuff." Like that's not something that happened that you can recall.
Yeah. Okay.
So you're not sure how they were testing these.
Max is going to kind of like go down the list of all the Chinese items and goes, "Oh, they were assuming something, certainly."
If you cross-reference people and the artifact, if you spend some time here, you'll see that there's a lot of lineage-based pairing going on. And if you look at Tim's, there's a lot. They really narrowed in on Scandinavian for you.
Well, it looks like I got my artifact, and you guys still gotta go find your magic artifact. So, I guess just let me know when you got them. And I'll just hang out here, keep the place on lockdown. Maybe I'll make some hot dogs or something while you guys are gone.
At you guys deciding on what to do next, we are going to need to end it now. We're getting towards the end here, and we have to do a thing, like we do every game. So that was fun. I had fun with that. You guys are asking questions, learning stuff. Thank you, Gary. You guys are going to geek out during the credits. At the end of the game session, when the credits roll, go around the table. Each player can answer one or more of the following questions. So how has this crew grown this session? Which character has had the most meaningful interaction with your character this session? Or which of your themes is under the most strain? If it collapses, what new aspect will show up in its place? So you can answer 1, 2, or 3 of those. Who wants to kick it off? You want to kick it off, Gary? Are you good? You're muted.
Yeah, for sure.
Cool.
The first thing that comes to mind is which character had the most meaningful interaction. The first thing that comes to mind in my head for this session was Ellen crashing down from the ceiling, slowing and warping time and space, and me blasting a Medusa with her own vision. I think that was definitely a dope moment. She used a help point for it, and so maybe that's one of the reasons it sticks out as being a pivotal moment. But I would also like to gain one help or hurt point, and I will gain a hurt point for Ellen.
A hurt point?
Yes. May need it in the future, you never know.
Okay.
Fair. Mm-hmm.
And then I don't feel like I have a theme that is under strain at this time.
No, nothing yet.
So I'm good with just one question this week.
That's fine. Aaron.
I'd like to mention some crew growth. I know I missed last session, so I'm not entirely on the growth, but there was a lot of mythos play and expression in general coming up that I thought was pretty cool. And I feel like the players started to lean into exploring that, and the crew as a whole started to lean into actually exploring that and seeking those answers. And I think that's really cool. I think that's like broke a seal for something for us all.
Okay.
Especially with the whole montage thing. I feel like that was like one of the most iconic
that was
growth
fun.
moments.
I liked it.
Because it is growth, but yeah.
So that means that you guys can recover a crew power tag or mark an attention to the crew theme. I don't think you have any power tags that are burnt. Right?
Correct.
So you can all mark a attention on that theme. So you'll be sitting at, well, technically 4, because you haven't done the last one yet. But that's okay.
And I have a follow-up one, which is the stress theme of mine. Honestly, I got a couple here that are kind of up in the air, but we're going to focus on the subjective perspective, the rational mind that Ellen has relied on over these years. Definitely having a hard time comprehending things now in the same way that as she could, and that is starting to strain for sure.
If that breaks, what will take its place?
Not entirely confident or entirely sure yet, but I know that it will be a further breaching of the power the mythos and the ring. I kind of want to give away too much of it, but
Okay.
yeah.
So, what you do with this is whatever, like, so you don't have to put anything specific, but you can put kind of what you're thinking you would replace it with on the flip side of that theme's card, so that when the time comes, you're ready to change it up a little bit. But that's kind of like that's your personal thing, not a big deal. Also, all of you were doomed. I think I'm going to handle that a fun way for me. What I'm going to do is I'm going to, every single one of you gets a hurt point. Put it under whoever you choose, because that causes strife. And that's fun.
Oh man, you should just make us use them sometime.
How many hurt points?
Each one of you gets one.
Nice.
Assign it wherever you like. Make you use them. I mean, I could, I guess. I don't know if I should.
And it's very much a doom.
Then it's
not as doom if we just hold them until the end of the campaign and never use them on each other.
Yeah, but
But
you
if
really,
you
I feel like you guys are
activate it-
going to use them.
I feel like we're going to really want to use them
I feel
at
like
some
there's going to be
point.
stuff that happens. Yeah,
There might be.
There might be.
There might
We'll
be.
see. Maybe I'll try to prompt it. Maybe I'll be like, hey, this would be a good. All right. Maxine.
All right. Well, first I'm going to answer the how has the crew grown this session,
Okay.
and feel that especially with our little altercation in the office, have become more bonded, like kind of like brothers and sisters in arms, more protective of each other.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. You guys like
that and
got a
also-
fight under your belt. You defeated
Yeah,
Medusa.
Yeah, and also the fact that we're also right now actively really investigating this whole mystery. I feel this is like first big break, in the case.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. You
So
guys
I'm
have made
gonna
a lot
put
of
that-
progress.
So I guess we get another attention.
Yeah, it's getting
on that.
another attention. Yeah.
Yeah. Second would be which character had the most meaningful interaction with your character this season, and I want a session, and I want to say Gary's character Timmy actually,
Hell yeah.
because me essentially became her protector against Dr.Stone, the Medusa.
Yeah.
And I feel that kind of bonded them more because even in their past as children, Timmy's always been the physical protector of the gang.
Yeah, that's fair.
That's one thing that one of those things where how people rely on standby, like things that don't change, that is comfortable to them.
Yeah.
If it's okay, I want to say this has always been a feature that he's always been the protector of the group, and that brings comfort to Max, seeing that there's one thing about every timeline that doesn't really change.
Absolutely.
I want to.
So you do gain a help point. I feel like you want a help point for Tim.
Yeah, Timmy gets the help point. He's a good boy.
All
Goodest
right.
boy.
So that was Geeking Out during the credits. This is the end of the game. So we do that every session. That's how City of Mist works. Set up like a television show. That is the desired effect. I'm having a lot of fun with this game. I hope you guys are too. Thank you everybody for watching. This is City of Mist from Son of Oak Games. Go ahead and check it out. They have a Kickstarter coming out tomorrow called City of Mist Local Legends, where you can get all kinds of hot, fresh legends for your face to bring to bear in your very own City of Mist game. But hey, I'm Johananon from Fresh Out the Box at RockFact on Twitter.
It's me, Casualty CDG, and you can find me at Casualty CDG across all of the social media things. You should check out our podcast. It's called Fresh Out the Podcast. It's where Jahan and I and our friend Drew talk about movies, streaming shows, and video games and other things that we think are talk-worthy, like the Oscars. Drew likes to talk about the Oscars. Jahan and I, we like to talk about Monster Hunter. So there you go. That's the wide variety of things you can hear on our podcast, movies or Monster Hunter. If you like our shows, we're here every Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. We're playing different systems. We're playing with different folks. We're always trying to have fun and bring you something new. Nothing personal against Dungeons and Dragons, but we just don't usually play Dungeons and Dragons because we want to teach you guys new stuff and show you this new stuff. And City of Mist is a great example. We love the creator, Amit Moshe, the son of Oak Games. You should buy City of Mist, buy all Amit's products. Amit is just the bee's knees. I think that's all I got. Wednesdays, Thursdays, Fridays, that's us. Podcast, that's us. And thank you for being here.
And it's been me, Aaron Baumier, out there in the places as Aaron Dippity do. I am a game designer with Adventure Slaying Productions. We are putting out New Ovarden later this year. Super excited about that. Also, we're going to be at a game convention this weekend in Santa Clara at DungeonCon. So if you're in the area, definitely swing by. We'd love to say hi. But otherwise,
I wish.
Yeah, it would be really cool. But, we'll keep being at game conventions in the future. So don't be too sad if you can't make it. Otherwise, we are also putting out a podcast, the Adventure Slaying Podcast, where we talk to people in the TTRPG community about what they like to do and cool stuff and things that we like. So, yeah, check it out. You can follow me at Aaron Dippity Do, or you can go to adventureslaying.com to see what that's all going on.
All right. Well, first of all, I want to say, hey, Gary and Jahan, you guys play Monster Hunter?
Oh, yeah.
You're damn right.
I've played every Monster Hunter since PlayStation 2.
Okay, I need to get back into it and play with y'all because Hammer Bro!
Oh, nice.
Oh, same.
I'm an
Hammer
insect
Fist.
glaive.
The gun lance, but I'm doing Charge Blade right now.
Nice. But anyway, I am Michael Powell, aka Mr. Kapow. You can find me all over the internet on my social medias, which is at Mr. Kapow. That's MrKapao. Or my Facebook page, which is facebook.com/Michael Powell Does Stuff, because I do a lot of stuff, like my YouTube channel, Fantastic Tales of Adventure. And let's see, my current schedule right now is every Wednesday right now for a while. I am here for City of Mist at 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Then on Thursdays at 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, I'm on the Toyzilla Network channel here on Twitch for Toyzilla Live, where we talk about the latest in toy news. And then every other Friday, I'm back over here for Modern Age, where we play. It's kind of like Mighty Max, and yours truly is the Mighty One himself, and it's a lot of fun. Let's see what else. And speaking of cons, there is a possibility that I might make an appearance at OrcCon, part of the Strategicon conventions this weekend at some point. So if you're down there, you might see me. So yeah, could be fun. Yeah.
Absolutely. I'm hoping to get back into con soon myself, and it'd be really cool to see you guys there. So, hey, thank you everybody for watching. Have a great night. We'll see you soon. Stay fresh.